reiterate, we are a nationwide home buyer that pays cash for properties in as-is condition, so no need to fix anything at all. Won't be contingent upon you fixing anything, and we can close on a timeline, whichever works best for you. We can typically get deals done about 30 days or less.
Okay.
All right, so then what I need to do is basically have a conversation, get some details about the property itself, and then we have an underwriting department that ultimately decides whether or not we're going to be able to make an offer on the property, depending on a lot of different factors. And then if they are, they come up with a price after doing their comparative market analysis and looking at the repairs and everything. And then if they give us an offer, I can go ahead and present that to you. All right.
Okay.
So when was the last time you were at the property?
Today.
Oh, you were there today. Okay, so you're in the close.
Yep.
Okay. The condition of the roof, do you know how long it's been since that was replaced?
Oh, probably 15 years or so, maybe.
Okay, so kind of nearing the end of its life?
Yeah, same with the siding and windows. All windows were all replaced pretty much all at the same time, I believe.
Gotcha. You did a good overhaul?
Yeah.
All right. And then how about the kitchens and the bathrooms? Have those been updated at all?
No. Both of them both need updating.
All right. And then the heating and cooling units, what's the situation with that?
No cooling. Heating is natural gas, fairly new furnace. That's probably.
You think in the last 5 years?
I would say within 5 years, I think, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. You guys getting pounded with snow out there, or no? Are you guys okay?
No, it was 50 degrees today.
50?
Yeah. It's
Holy cow.
10. It's going to be 10 tomorrow.
Oh, geez. I know my parents are in Chicago, and they got hammered with like 2 feet of snow. It's crazy.
Yeah, we've had a lot of snow. We're just on the edge. We're on the edge of the cold stuff. But that's coming tonight.
Do you guys historically get a lot of snow, or are you guys pretty docile?
Yeah, 3-4 feet over the season.
Okay. Okay, that's about what I thought. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Well, that's good. I'm glad that you guys haven't gotten hit so hard yet, but I'm sure you guys are due for something.
Yep.
All right. And then the plumbing, is that on city sewer and water?
Yes.
Okay. All good? Any issues with that?
Nope, other than somebody stole all the copper last year, so it's all been replaced with PVC.
Oh, wow. Was the house vacant that long, huh?
Yep. Just another reason to get rid of it,
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's a bummer. What did that cost to get that plumbing done? $5,000?
My brother-in-law's a plumber, so whatever the parts were.
Gotcha. And then was there some copper plumbing that was left behind, or did the thieves take it all?
No, they pretty much took it all.
I was going to say, if they're in there, might as well.
Because he had to buy a new water heater because they actually cut it right where he couldn't do anything with it. So it is a brand new water heater, too.
Okay. Jeez Louise. Yeah, what a bummer. I didn't think people were still doing that for copper. I didn't realize it was still worth it.
Yep.
I guess when you do drugs, that's pretty much what your only option is.
whatever they can get, right.
All right. Gotcha. And then how about the electrical? Any issues with that at all, or any updating?
No, not that I know of.
Okay. And is that circuit breakers, do you know?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
No problem there. I'm going to assume, I know the house was built in the 20s, but I imagine that your father-in-law was there for a while, probably got that upgraded to circuit breakers.
He's there his whole life, so.
When did he buy the house, do you know?
Excuse me?
Do you know when he first moved in?
Probably 50s, 60s, maybe.
Oh, so he was there a long time. Holy cow.
He was there a long time, yeah. Yeah.
I got you. Okay. Anything else you can think of that you'd like to disclose about the property that would affect the value, either good or bad?
Well, it's got in the kitchen bath. No, it's got a garage, detached. That's been re-roofed recently.
Is it a 1 or 2 car garage?
2-car garage, detached.
Gotcha.
The basement is 3/4 dirt.
Okay. So is there basically is there the laundry room down there, and that's pretty much it, or
there's a laundry room, so the slab is kind of where that is and where the stairs come down.
I got
you. Probably about 1/4 of the basement is slab. The rest is not poured. Who knows? Don't ask me why. I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy. Not very common.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely will save some bucks whoever built that house doing it that way for sure. But oh well.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, that looks like that's all the information that I needed to get from you here. I'll go ahead and get this file finished up and get it sent over to the underwriting team. And just to go over everything with you, we'll make it easy as possible for you. We've been in the business 17 years, done thousands and thousands of transactions. No muss, no fuss. We'll make it happen, get it off your plate so you don't have any more people breaking in there, stealing stuff, breaking things, costing you more money. We also have like an in-house title department that gets ahead of any issues. So like I mentioned, smooth, seamless as possible, and basically work in the background. And your job is pretty much to sit back, relax, and watch the magic happen. Now, knowing that, what do you feel like would be the best you could do for an as-is cash offer like that?
I don't know. There's I kind of looked up. It's like almost like 291, 292,000. If they can get 175 around there, would be good. I don't know if that's possible.
Yeah. So
where's in that? Does anybody come and look at it?
Yeah, so the whole process would work like this. We're able to get the properties under contract without seeing them. And then what we would need from you is to get some pictures of the property, and there's a welcome email that goes out that explains all the pictures we're after and the next steps. And then after that, we will be sending some potential contractors and realtors to the property to help us out plan our next step. And then, in the background, title is working, getting everything on par, making sure everything is copacetic, that title is all good to close. And then once they give us the thumbs up, and then we pick a hard closing date, and then the money will go to you by either check or wire transfer. So yeah, eventually we would see the property, and that's kind of a rundown on the entire process.
Okay.
So as far as the 175, I know, if this thing was fully fixed up, it's probably looking like the 290 range. Now, I'm just more of the information gatherer. The underwriting department is the one that are really good at figuring out what exactly it's worth and how much it'll take to get there. I have a feeling they're going to be below that 175 range. Is there some wiggle room in that price, or are you guys pretty stuck?
Yep. No,
okay.
Wiggle room. Yep.
Okay. So also, another thing to note that every time we do make an offer, it does come in the form of a written contract, and that's to let you know that we're serious about it. We're not just randomly throwing numbers around. We like to put it to the paper to let you know that we're not here to mess around and waste time. That's going to come to your email address. I want to make sure I got the right one here. Looks like that's timgribben@sbcglobal.net. Is that right?
Yep, correct.
Okay.
Yep.
And then I know there's a lot of other decision makers that have the say in the process. How many people need to come to an agreement for the sale of the home to happen?
Well, basically, it's going to be my wife. She's got 2 brothers and a sister who don't do squat. So.
Okay, and they're kind of in the background, really.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, they got to split the money because that's the bad part. This house has been sitting for 8 years and nobody wants to do nothing.
8 years? Oh,
yep,
wow.
8 years. Yeah. Yep. They've been cleaning it out, but it's still not totally cleaned out. It's just going on forever.
Geez, yeah, it's time to go. We got to get a move on this one before it falls apart.
Now that he's dead, they got to get rid of it.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, I didn't realize it was that long. Good to know. So basically, it's you and your wife talking about it. If you guys get a fair offer, you guys are ready to move forward and make it happen.
Yep, we're going to do it, and that's it. They're not going to have a say.
Gotcha. Okay. So now if I was able to get you a contract where the price and the terms make sense for you, the timeline works, everything looks good, what would be the next step?
Does it have to go through probate? Do you know?
So
he died like 2 weeks ago. He died like 2 weeks ago. So
I gotcha. And was there any power of attorney that your wife had?
My wife is power of attorney.
Okay.
And she's also executor of the will.
Okay. So interesting, but I'll have to verify. I can't say for certain, but I'm pretty sure that it would not have to go through probate because she's already been assigned the executor.
Right.
That is something we'll have to find out for you, but I'm pretty sure that we will be okay and avoid probate. And if so, if we had to go through probate, no big deal. The contract is going to be under your father's name right now since he's still under title, and then your wife would have to sign for it, and then the closing documents may be different, but either way, if you wanted to make it happen, we can still move forward with the paperwork today, and it would be under your father-in-law's name regardless, and then your wife would have to sign for it. And then when the time comes, title will just need the required documents like the will, the power of attorney, and all that stuff. But that's where we're at there. So if I got you that deal, everything worked for you, anything stop us from moving forward with paperwork today?
No, I got to feel the people looking at it tomorrow, but so see what they offer too. Yeah,
I got you. Okay, sure. So overall, that's not a problem at all. Not one bit. So I will go ahead and get to work here on my end, and then fingers crossed they come up with something that does work for you, and then we will go from there. So typically it takes about an hour or so. I know we're kind of winding down here on time at the end of the day, so hopefully they can maybe get it out to you a little bit quicker, and hopefully they look at it and they are actually able to make an offer. I guess that's the first step to see if they even want to move forward. So fingers crossed they like it and we can make it happen, and I'll give you a call in about an hour or less. Does that sound good?
Sounds good. Okay.
All right. Very cool, Tim. I'll talk to you then. Any questions before we part ways here?
Nope, I don't think so.
Okay.
Once you give me an offer, that's not going to change, right?
No, usually they don't go back on it. Typically it is what it is. And the only reason it would change is, say, maybe you waited a couple weeks to make a decision. I would need to run that by underwriting again. But, and then all of our contracts do have an expiration on it. So that contract is good until it expires. And typically they don't change unless, like I said, it goes by weeks and then turmoil happens and crazy things and the economy falls apart. That's a possibility as well. But as long as the contract is still valid and whatever price is on there is what you're going to get.
Okay.
All right.
Very good.
All right. Very cool, Tim. We will talk to you here shortly, probably about 45 minutes.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. You bet. Take care. Bye-bye.